Well, hello there. I have attempted to make this video a few times today, and I keep getting off track, and I drove out, and I drove back, and anyway, I'm just going to start all over. So, happy Wednesday, happy off day to me. I had a great day. I mean, what did I do? Okay, let's see. I can't. Something is wrong with me today, and I cannot put words together. I cannot put words together today. Like that's different than any other day, but it is a little bit different today. In what way? I don't know. I'm just going to start over. Hi, I'm Tracy with Tracy Tries. Hello, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Alrighty, well, what did I do today? Well, I'm glad you asked. I got up and got ready, and Trina, my friend Trina, and I had discussed last night having lunch today. So, come about 11 o'clock, I was beginning to panic because if Tracy doesn't eat by, noon, then I'm going to start getting hangry because I wake up way too early and I eat breakfast way too early. Yeah, my boss will tell you at 11 we better be discussing lunch. No, it's not that bad. I don't really get hangry per se. I'm just like, what's for lunch? Can we discuss lunch? Because I have always been that person that goes into work early and, gets up super early and eats super early. So yeah, by noon o'clock, I am hungry and I'm ready to eat something. So at 11ish or maybe a little before, I was texting Trina and being like, were we planning on going to lunch today? Because I haven't heard from you and you haven't heard from me. We have not discussed things and I don't know what we're doing. And she said, oh, yeah. Sure, yeah, let's go to lunch. And I was like, cool. She thought that I was going to ask Megan, and I said that I was going to ask Megan if they were working together today, because I thought she was going to work with Megan today because Trina's part-time and kind of does what she wants to. And, I'm meaning she can go in and help Megan, or she can go in and work uptown or whatever, not just per se what she wants to. I mean, even though she can. Anyway, you're rambling, Tracy. But she wasn't going into work, so I didn't ask Megan because, well, I don't know, because whatever. Well, then it was too late to ask Megan because I was like, Megan probably already has plans. And if we were going to ask Megan, then we were going to have to stick around that area because Megan was at work. You know what I'm saying? And that involves an arrangement on a different level. So anyway, long story short, which never happens for me, I said, I like Moe's. Do you like Moe's? And she was like, I like Moe's. Where's the Moe's? And I was like, well, there's a Moe's at the Avenues, which is kind of in between us. Does that work for you? And she was like, that works for me. I was like, let's go to Moe's. Welcome to Moe's. So we went to Moe's and we had lunch. And then we came out and there were bees swarming the trash can right outside the door. Can y'all see all the bees? I don't know if y'all can see all the bees. It's like some kind of scary movie out here with all these bees. Yeah. But they didn't bother us. But the funny part is, the people who walked out in front of us, it was 3 women who apparently work for a doctor's office or something, because they all had on black scrubs. One of them started screaming, oh my God, it's bees, it's bees! And she took off running, and that got me and Trina kind of tickled. And then the person behind her was making this face like, are you serious? Because it's not like they were coming after us, they were swarming the trash can. But anyway, it was funny, and I'm talking way too fast. I hope that y'all are able to keep up. I'm just kidding. Anyway, but I wanted to tell y'all something that I thought was it was just like the best compliment I think I've ever given in my life. This Sharon, I believe her name is Sharon Allen. I made sure and remembered her name because I might get it tattooed on my back or something. That's not creepy at all, Tracy. Anyway, she told me that Tracy of Tracy Tries, is funnier, in her opinion, than Lucille Ball. I love Lucy. That should have been the name of their show, shouldn't it have been? I Love Lucy. I she is my idol. I always loved Lucy. I watched every single episode of I Love Lucy, probably multiple times. I wanted to be Lucy. I loved her silliness and her faces, and maybe that's where some of this came from with my faces. I don't know. But if you put me and my mama together, it was two Lucys. There was no Ethel. Nobody had sense between us. No, Ethel seemed to have the sense in the Lucy and Ethel combo, but when it was me and my mother, it was Lucy and Lucy. Because my mama would say, oh, let's paint the stairwell. Let's get the stool and put it on the stairs and prop it on, like, encyclopedias. That sounds like a great idea. Let's hang wallpaper in the stairwell. Let's hang wallpaper in the bathroom. Let's take down all the wallpaper in the house. We don't want wallpaper anymore. Well, let's put back up wallpaper here. We would have that glue just all over us. Yeah, I mean, we did it all. We painted. Somebody asked me one time, how do you know how to do all this stuff? Like, even before I worked for a blind company, which they didn't show me any of this, but I'm just saying, I could take the little things. I can't do that. I don't know if these even have them because these are professionals. Yeah, those little knobby things right there, take them out and pull them strings, and I could shorten blinds. You know what I'm saying? My mother worked for Moore Handley, which was kind of like a Home Depot Lowe's, and she learned how to do all this home improvement stuff. She was like Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement, yep. And she taught me a lot of that knowledge. Yeah, except we didn't deal with heavy power equipment, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So that stuff still scares me, but only because I am very clumsy. Someone posted a video clip, and now I can't remember who. Oh, I think it was Sue from Crafting Page, and now Carolina, oh man, can't remember the name of her page right off the bat. That's the statement. But she can put her link in the comments. But she posted a video this morning, and it was this guy doing crafting stuff, and like he got hot glue on his finger, and then he wiped it onto that hand, and then he wiped it onto his leg, and then he like bent over and stuck his face in glue, and then I mean, you know, it was a parody of crafters and all the crap we do. I do all that. Yeah. And then he spilt his paint, and then he put his hand in the paint, and then his hand slipped and he slammed down on it. I mean, it was very funny. But I was like, that's me. That is me as a crafter. That is me as a home improvement person. That is me. I am Lucy. So Sharon, Alan, I don't think you know what you've done to me, but you have given me the big head, really big head. I mean, I kind of have a big head anyway, but you have given me a big head to compare me to the likes of somebody like Lucille Ball. I am never dyeing my hair that color red again, though. I have had that color red hair before, and it was not a good look for me, okay? I am either a brunette or a blonde. That's it. That's it. I cannot go that red again. It just doesn't bode well with my coloring, in my opinion. But anyway, that's not neither here nor there. The other thing I was going to tell you about this morning, okay, so my friend Robin, she lived across the hall from me in the apartments. Corridor, whatever. And we became fast friends, you know? And she lives up in northern Ohio. That's where she's from. Kind of up there around Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Because she kind of has that little bit of a Jersey accent. But anyway, she's engaged. And her and her fiance. You remember that Seinfeld episode? my fiance, my fiance. And Elaine said, maybe the dingo ate your baby. Anyway, her and her fiance went to Mackinac Island, or Mackinac, as some people say. But I am an educated person, and I know it's Mackinac. But anyway, they went to the Mackinac Island, which I want to go to. It's on that proverbial bucket list. And I commented under her picture that I was extremely jealous because she was wearing a long sleeve, like hoodie type jacket in August. And I was like, I'm a little bit jealous that you are somewhere that you can wear a long sleeve jacket. And she said, well, we were in Mackinac Island and it was a little chilly, but it started getting hot the day we left. And I was like, but was it getting hot, Robin? Was it? Because what is hot in Mackinac Island? That's what I want to know. What is considered as hot in Mackinac Island? Was it 80? Was it 90? I have heard Michigan is a very humid state, so it could be. I just want to know. I'm not being sarcastic, but what is considered hot for Mackinac Island? Because Mackinac is way up there by Canada, right? Canada? I don't know. Never been up that far. The furthest I've been is Sandusky, Ohio, when I went to testify in the murder trial. And when I left here, it was a nice, well, I had to be at the airport at like 6 a.m., but it was already in the 70s at 6 a.m. in May. And I wore a short sleeve top and cute little sandals with a pair of dress slacks because I had to go to court, right? To trip across the courtroom. I had to go to court to trip across the courtroom. But anyway, when I got there and they picked us up from the Cleveland airport and drove us up to Sandusky, I was like, why is it so cold? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean? It's like 50 degrees outside. Why is it so cold? He was like, this is just a spring day. And I was like, this is a winter day. And I need a coat. I need a coat and some socks and shoes on because I was not prepared for the high to be 50, okay? Because the high in Atlanta today is going to be 85. So I was not ready, but anyway, I had Charlie then, and I left at, I think, about 4:45 a.m. because I had to be to the Atlanta airport by, I think I had to be there at 6. And I never know how long it's going to take to get to the airport in Atlanta because I go the back ways because I don't like all that down there, all that stuff. And then I drove myself, so I had to park and then I had to walk in and then I had to walk the 12 miles to get on the train to go another 82 miles to get to my terminal. Yeah, to fly to Ohio, and then I didn't get back home till like 11 o'clock that night or something similar. It was a very long day, but my neighbor Betty took care of Charlie for me. She said, well, he didn't eat. I said, no, because his mama wasn't there. He was like that one. Where is she? Oh, she kind of blended with the couch. He was a mama's boy. So he ate when I got home, and we had to take a walk at like midnight. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know why I had to bring up that part. But, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, and in other news, I have the most beautiful marigolds that I grew from seeds outside, and I will attach a picture so that you can see them. But they're just beautiful. So I went and pulled the seeds, well, these. Please stand by and I will get something to set my phone in so that I can show you what I'm talking about, just in case you are not familiar with marigolds. I don't know, you probably all are, but you never know, right? Am I right? Okay, so because these are heirloom seeds, you can grow more marigolds
from the seeds. So these are the seeds, right? These little, hold on. These little doolollies. Do you see these little doolollies? Oh, I just spilt them all over the countertop. That's fine. Anyway, so that was the bloom. And then if you just kind of, that one's a little green. So let's try one that's not so green, and it won't take so long. And you see those? Those are seeds, right? And that's empty, so we'll throw that away. That kind of looks like a roach. What? I mean, it does. I've seen plenty of roaches in my day. And I'm not talking about bugs. You know, roaches. That's what they used to call them. I don't know what they call them now, but they used to call them roaches. And when I worked at the jail, you know, people came to jail. Look at all them seeds in that roach that I was going to throw away because I thought I got them all out. But people would come to jail and have all kinds of stuff in their wallet or in their pocket, and they would have roaches in their pocket and not the bug variety, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know how we got on roaches when I'm trying to talk about seeds, but anyway, I am going to save said seeds and plant them next year because the marigolds are so beautiful. But look at all those. You see all those? I mean, that's a lot of seeds, yo. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's the kind of fun I'm having. Yeah, I do all kinds of fun things around here. You just don't even know. And Joan and I are going to have Chick-fil-A for dinner. I kind of wanted Chick-fil-A last night for dinner, but I texted Joan because she had mentioned Chick-fil-A. She's actually the one that brought it up. And she said, well, I just made me a sandwich. Can we have it tomorrow? And I was like, well, sure, yeah. Twist my arm. And she said, well, I mean, you can eat it today, too. I was like, well, yeah, I'm aware that I can, but I'm not going to do that. And I typically don't like to eat out for dinner if I ate out for lunch. But lunch, I didn't eat a lot of the lunch, even though it was good. But I got that salad bowl thing. The problem is my Chick-fil-A has, I mean, it has been torn down, completely demolished, and I'm gonna have to go to the Chick-fil-A on the other end, over by the mall, which means I'm gonna have to get in all that traffic. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I have rambled on long enough. I hope that y'all have had a great Wednesday. Oh, I asked that question this morning because I heard another content creator say that Facebook is encouraging content creators to make 5 videos a day. Someone in the comments pegged it because she said you probably have to edit. I do. I mean, y'all don't want me to put videos on here that aren't edited because I do take very long breaks sometimes between my thoughts. And sometimes I'm just like, I get tired of trying to think of what I was going to say, and I just close it off and I'll come back later. And anyway, I think you would appreciate me continuing to edit because it does keep the content moving rather than me staring off into outer space trying to figure out what it was that I was going to say. So the editing process does take a bit for me because I do like to keep it to, yeah. And sometimes I might change my mind on what I said because one thing that I never want to do is hurt someone's feelings. And when I say something, I don't intentionally say it to hurt anyone's feelings. But then when I come back later and listen, I'm like, you know what? Somebody might not take that right. And even though most of the people in this world don't care anything about hurting people's feelings, I do. Yeah, I'm still one of those that I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you know? Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. And if Facebook says that we have to stop posting long videos and start posting shorter videos, then that's what I'll do. But until they say that, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Someone asked me on the poll today if I was still posting videos on Tracy Tries, and where was I posting them? And I was like, well, every single day. I don't know. It seems like more people see my polls and my just post than see my videos. And I post every day. I post every single day. So even if I'm not going to make a video, I make a post that I'm not going to post. Yeah, I make a post that I'm not going to post. Y'all look at all them seeds. Oh my goodness. I got so excited I almost spit. Anyway, so yeah, I post every day. Facebook and YouTube. And they're both under the same thing, Tracy Tries. Same video. Yeah. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to quit rambling now. Remember that I love you and Jesus loves you. And I hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. And I will talk to you tomorrow on Tracy Tries, okay? Okay, goodbye.